Hello everyone, doing something a little different this morning. With the Grand Tournament release in Hearthstone, I had gotten the pre-purchase 50 packs because I'm a sucker. And I figured, well, if I'm going to open these, might as well open it on recording. So, here we go. I'm not going to have any particularly amazing insight. I'm no pro Hearthstone player, to say the least. So, yes, cards, I'm getting to you in a moment. So let's just see what I get. Oh, goody.
Jousting. Eye-popping sideshows and the mightiest combat you've ever encountered.
Whenever I open cards, I typically open the good stuff last. I think pretty much everyone does that. I'm interested to see the new art too. I haven't actually looked at all the cards beforehand. So I'll probably go through a lot of what the cards do for the early stuff, and then kind of, as we get repeats and such. I don't really have a favorite class these days. I used to play a lot of Warlock. Let's see. I really like the Inspire mechanics. That's pretty cool. Draenei Totem Carver. Gain +1/+1 for each friendly totem. That actually seems really good. I always liked the Shaman concept, but was never able to make a really good Shaman deck. I do really like the Inspire mechanic. And I'm kind of curious to see how the jousting mechanic is going to play out. Convert. A copy of an enemy minion into your hand. I love those cards as a priest. Priests always annoy me, but I really like that concept of, like, swipe things from your opponent's deck or hand or things like that. Seal Champion seems pretty good. Velder Raider I actually feel is actually a really good common. Interesting to know if it'll actually see play in decks, but it's a pretty strong ability, especially combined with some of the other cards. Living Root seems kind of nice too for a turn 1 card. Also, the Lance Carrier doesn't actually carry a lance, which is pretty funny. Oh, another totem card. Oh, Evil Heckler. This is one of those cards that it strikes me as really weird. I guess that's kind of like a power creep thing, but this is the same stats as the Booty Bay. Is it a Booty Bay Bouncer or the Booty Bay Bruiser? It's exactly the same stats, but it costs 1 less mana. And I thought that was really interesting in that it's basically, it flat out replaces that card. I mean, I guess to an extent, if you really liked that kind of card, you could have, more than just the 2, but to me it feels like this just outright replaces any potential use of that card. Kind of interesting. Taunts with low health are kind of, not so good, but man, Inspire gave your other minions +1/+1. It seems crazy. Yeah, so low health taunts are kind of, meh, but for 4 mana, it's not bad. Shady Dealer. If you have a pirate, game +1/+1. I've always kind of wanted to put together a pirate deck, but I'm not sure I have all the cards quite yet. Deal 3 damage, gain 3 armor. I like armor cards. I'm a warrior. I'm also a very defensive player, which in the current meta does not go so well. I'm actually hoping that Grand Tournament kind of resolves some of that. I like to play a little more defensively. No epics yet. Savage Combat, another Inspire card. A lot of Frigid Snowballs. I think I've gotten one of those in almost every pack so far. Flame Juggler is kind of interesting, actually. Random enemy is kind of, whatever, but 2 mana for a 2/3, that's not so bad. Summon any random totem. That's actually really interesting because I could pull out stuff like Flame Tongue or Mana Tide totem, I would imagine. Oh, there's an epic. So there we go. What do we got? Grand Crusader. Add a random paladin card to your hand. Oh, and that's all classes. Huh. That's pretty interesting. Demon Fuse seems not so good to me. You could just use Demon Fire, whatever that card is. Grand Crusader seems really neat though. Putting those in non-paladin decks. It's a very warlock heavy pack here. Wrathguard seems very dangerous. Here's some Doomguard. 7 for a 6/8. You know, that's pretty standard. I like the refreshment vendor's dialogue. Hopefully I get at least one legendary throughout all this. Flame Lance is another one of those cards that seems like it's pretty powerful, but it's hard to tell. Hero Power deals 1 extra damage. Fallen Heroes can get pretty nasty with a mage. Obviously it will not work for... Oh, it is actually a mage card. I didn't realize that when I was playing with it before. Power Word Glory. Interesting. The druid cards that work around beasts are kind of weird to me too. It's kind of a new focus now. Oh, we got 2 rares in here. Huh, 2 flash shields too. Wormrest Agent. If you're holding a dragon, gain +1 attack and taunt. Another dragon card for priest. Tusker Jouster. Reveal a minion. Oh, it's a jousting card, right. Restore 7 health to your hero. Jousting is one of those weird mechanics that I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. It seems interesting, but sometimes I felt like if you don't get that joust, you're in a lot of trouble. Ram Wrangler is one of those cards that gets totally out of control. If you have a beast, summon a random beast. It can summon stuff like King Crush, which just gets kind of wild. Let's see. Spawn of Shadows. Deal 4 damage to each hero. Yikes. Interesting. I suppose as a priest that's not so scary, so it's a pretty good chunk of damage there for 4 mana. I'm gonna have so much dust after this too. I haven't had a really good supply of dust in a long time, so that'll be nice to be able to actually craft some cards for a change. Battlecry Silence Demon. It seems a little too specific. It is all classes, but it seems very specific. How often are you gonna, you know, it's only really useful against warlocks. I suppose it's on its own, it's not so bad, but the Draenei Totem card, I'm gonna have a collection of those, army of those fine ladies. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, that was an epic. I didn't even realize that. I didn't mouse over it long enough. Sideshow Spell Eater. Copy your opponent's hero power. Is that permanent? That is very, very interesting. That's a really, really cool card. And it's an all classes card. I like the art on it too, but female troll priest there. That's a really, really cool and interesting card. Injure Cavalder. Deal 3 damage to this minion. Oh, it's kind of like a, what do you call it? The Injured Blade Master. Let's see. Healing Wave. Restore 7 health. Reveal minion. Oh, it's... So it's a restore health that, jousts. 7 health, 14 health, that's a huge heal. That's kind of, that'd be a kind of a crazy late game reversal if that actually came to fruition. Another Injured Cavalder. Not sure how I feel about those. Couple rare, oh, 3 rares in this pack, nice. Fencing Coach. Next time you use your hero power, costs 2 less, so that's kind of wild. Competitive. I always love the animations on these cards. Your turn starts. Give your minions +1/+1. That's really weird. It's a secret that's not reactionary. I guess, like, are there any cards that destroy secrets? There must be. Kind of a power. It's kind of just like a time release thing. Weird. Argent Watchman can't attack, but Inspire can attack his normal turn. 2/4 is pretty strong for 2. I don't know if I would use that though. It's basically a 2 mana investment every single turn, but it kind of depends. That's not always something you want to really go for. It'd be nice if you give it taunt though. Oh, whoa, golden cards. Golden Flame Junker and a Golden Muckless Champion. Nice. Another convert. Pretty good. What do we got here? Fist of Jaraxxus. Eridar, Lord of the Burning Legion, that is. You play or discard this. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy. Oh, weird. I actually play a discard heavy Warlock deck, so that's kind of interesting. That'd be kind of a cool card to keep in your hand. A little unpredictable, though. Because it's random on top of random there. Fencing Coach again. Not bad. There's a lot of all classes cards that have some pretty interesting effects. Another Evil Heckler. Void Crusher. Destroy a random minion for each player. That's terrifying. I wonder if it can destroy itself. Like, I wonder when that... Oh, it's an Inspire. I thought it was a Battle Cry. Oh, that's terrifying. Yeah, I wonder if it can destroy itself. Certainly interesting if you had just like a bunch of imps out or something, you know, like level 1 or 1/1. Yeah, level 1. 1/1 imps or something. Be a pretty interesting strategy to start clearing your opponent's board. We got another epic in here. Shady Dealer, and what's our epic? Garrison Commander. You can use your hero power twice a turn. I really, from playing in the Tavern Brawl last week, I really like that card. I think it's a really strong card, especially for something like a mage where you can target your hero power. Tuskar Jouster. Not bad. Oh, there's a legendary. Oh man, what's it gonna be? Alright, let's find out. Nexus Champion Surat. Oh, I love this card. Add a random spell to your hand, Inspire. That was available in the Tavern Brawl last week. It's an all classes card too. Oh, it's such a cool card. I'm really happy I got that. That's awesome. That's a really fun card. Again, like randomness is one of those things, like it's weird. Like it definitely takes some luck into the factor more than strategy, but it's just such a fun card to see what you get. Can really kind of turn the tide in a blink of an eye. That's cool. I'm really glad I got a legendary out of these packs. Fencing Coach, and okay, I guess we should do some fencing. Halfway through. Let's see. King's Defender, a weapon. You have a minion with Taunt, gain 1 durability. A 3 mana for a 3/2 weapon isn't bad either by itself, so that's pretty cool. And again, this goes into that, you know, this is more for defensive play, which, you know, I can definitely dig. It's weird, like I like doing quick games if I'm just trying to get my quests done, but in actual play, I much prefer longer games. Astral Communion. Gain 10 mana crystals. Discard your hand. Is that like permanent mana crystals? That's insane. So like on turn 4, if you didn't have anything particularly game breaking in your hand, you could just max out right there. That's interesting. You'd have to have a lot of draw in your deck to be able to use that, I think, but man, that's wild. Have the ability to just play anything starting at like turn 5 basically. Darnassus Aspirant. Battlecry, gain an empty mana crystal. Ooh, Deathfire will lose a mana crystal. There's really no downside to that. The only thing I can see as a downside is actually if you played it after you have the 10 mana crystals. Although you get it right back in the next turn, so I don't think it would really matter. Yeah, I don't think there's any real downside to that at all. It's kind of an interesting card. Power Shots. Deal 2 damage to a minion in the main section. So it's kind of a smaller explosive shot. I can dig that. Would like to get back into playing Hunter at some point. Oh, another legendary. Oh, I did not expect that. Brave Archer. That's Merida. Let's see, another Ogre. And what we got? Nubarak. Deathfire. Return this to your hand and summon a 4/4 Nerubian. Huh. I don't know know how I feel about that. It's very, very low health for a 9 mana cost legendary, but the fact that it spawns something in its place seems actually kind of nice. Depends though. It depends on how long, like, you know, a rogue game is gonna drag out, and you wouldn't really be able to combo much with it. Interesting. It's one of those things, like, you know, I'm thinking, oh, I could, you know, if I don't like a particular legendary, I could toss it and you know, make a different one. But I'm kind of a collector with these things too. I don't really like doing that. Competitive Spirit. Alrighty. Another power shot. Hey, Golden Common. Druid of the Saber. Choose one. Gain charge or +1/+1 in stealth. Not bad. I like the art on that too. Light's Champion. How's that Silence a Demon? That's just such a weird card. Very, very specific. 2 rares in here. Argent Lance. That's another weapon. It's got Joust, basically. +1 durability. 2 for a 2/2 is not bad. Polymorph Boar is actually a super cool card. Transform a minion into a 4/2 boar with charge. It's actually a really powerful card because it supersedes the 1 attack per turn. So if you attack with a minion and then polymorph it, can attack again. It's actually a really, really strong way to clear board or kind of end a game even. 3 rares in here? Nice. Savage Combatant. Void Crusher. Oh, that's a really cool animation on that. And another power. I'm gonna be swimming in power shots. What do we got here? Oh, two epics in here. Pretty sweet. What do we got? Oh, another Spell Eater. Sweet. And Dreadsteed. Oh, this one's so weird. So it's 4 mana. Death Rattle, summon a Dreadsteed. Basically, every time it dies, it resummons itself. Yeah, that's super weird. I mean, I guess, like, you could only ever get rid of it by silence, but it's only a 1/1, so I'm not quite sure how that would play out. Also, again, you know, I'm certainly no pro, so take my opinions on cards with a severe grain of salt here. I might be thinking some cards are super cool and they're actually terrible. Another King's Defender. Where's the... oh, there it is. Silent Knight. Stealth and Divine Shield. Stealth class. Oh, that's actually not a Paladin card. Weird. Burgle. Add 2 random class cards to your hand from your opponent's class. Oh, I love these cards. I really, really like that sort of mechanic. Also, the art on that is goofy as heck. He's got kind of like a Shadowcraft with the... oh man, what were those gloves from? I think it was from like Molten Core. Those gloves. They were actually cloth gloves, and we used to call them oven mitts. Spellslinger is a pretty interesting card too. It definitely has the opportunity to totally screw you over, but it's fun nonetheless. Be a lot of spell casting in this expansion too, it seems. Bear Trap, I like Bear Trap, it's a pretty cool card. Maiden of the Lake is actually a really good common. I don't even actually know if I picked one of these up before. Hero Power costs 1 less, or it costs 1 in particular. It's very, very strong in combination with other things if you can get them all on the board at once. Especially I imagine with like a hunter with like that direct damage, you could really just chew someone apart real fast. Sparring Partner, Taunt. Give a minion taunt. Yeah, I can dig that. I always like Defender of Argus and things like that. I hope I get a really good card in my last pack. Not for the sake that I particularly feel like I need more good cards, but it's always fun to get a good one in your last pack. Oh, there's a rare. Isn't that early? Thunderbluff Valiant. Give your totems +2 attack. Oh, that's an Inspire. Is that a permanent +2 attack? 'Cause it doesn't say this turn. That's... That's terrifying. Stalemaster. Give a friendly beast immune this turn. Huh. Interesting. Holy Champion. Whenever characters heal, gain +2 attack. That seems pretty powerful. Cut purse. Whenever this mini attacks, add a coin to your hand. Oh man. That is like a crazy combo engine right there. And that's nuts. That would definitely be like a high priority target. I almost feel like that's a card you play more to bait destruction cards from your opponent than you would for anything else. I'd say it'd be pretty unlikely for that thing to live particularly long. Another Void Crusher. And another Competitive Spirit. Alrighty, nothing new in that pack. Down to the final handful here. I'm gonna have Void Crushers for days. Oh, another Fist of Jaraxxus, nice. Oh, now I get 2 of those for my Warlock deck if I want them. Final 5. Oh, Golden Common for the Totem Golem. I saw this one before and didn't really look at it much, but that is kind of ridiculous. It almost looks like a Tauren with a totem for a head. And the Thunderbluff Valiant again. Actually, that's 2 mana for a 3/4. Like, it's got Overload, but that actually seems really like a really strong early card. That'd be pretty tough to get rid of without like a Shadowward Pain. I think it's Shadowward Pain that does the 3 attack or less. A lot of Savage Combatants. Tournament Medic is kind of interesting. I think I might have pulled one of these before, but the Inspire, restore 2 health to your hero, basically means that you can use your heal power. Oh, it's in all classes. Oh, wow. I was thinking this was a priest-only card. Well, that's actually, it's super powerful then. Again, you know, is it really that powerful? I don't know, but to me it's super cool. Another Ram Wrangler, nice. Totem Carver, Shady Dealer. I already have 2 of each of those. Alright, last pack. Here we go. What do we get? Anything special in here? Oh, we got an Epic. Good enough for me. Another Argent Lance and Mysterious Challenger. Battlecry, put 1 of each secret from your deck into the battlefield. Man, that's crazy. So if you had like a secret heavy paladin deck, you could just dump like 4 secrets onto your character all at once for no cost. That's wild. I really like that. I actually really like the paladin secrets. That's a really cool card. And that will do it. I'm kind of curious, for the sake of my collection, how much dust am I going to get from all this? 2 out of 2 saplings recommend that you summon the saplings. I would go through all the flavor text, but that would be such a long video. They're really cool. What do we got here? 645 dust. Alrighty, don't mind if I do. I only got 10 extra rares. That's actually pretty good in terms of the spread I got there. Alrighty, so that will do it for now. Hope you enjoyed this kind of weird one-off video. I probably won't do too much more Hearthstone stuff on the channel, but I might now and then. Depends on how much I get into this expansion. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click like, helps a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more. See you soon. Oh, and if you're opening packs, leave a comment. Let me know if you've got any legendaries. See you soon.